Hello, I'm Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to a special investing report brought to you in association with ASB. Today we get very excited about rate curves. We love a good chart here at interest.co.nz, and this chart is a doozy. It shows the difference between the New Zealand government bond yield for the 10-year bond and the 1-year bond. Essentially, it shows how steep the bond curve is. Now, in the past, New Zealand has actually had a negative curve. What that means is that short-term interest rates are actually higher than long-term interest rates. And we saw that for a long period, for 4 or 5 years. And you can see here in the chart, the bit where it dips under the 0 mark, that's where the rate curve was negative. Well, in the last 3 or 4 months, particularly this year, that rate curve has gone quite steep and in a hurry. You can see here from the chart, it's really spiked up here at the end to record levels as far back as we can go, which is 2002 or so. That says that people expect a higher interest rate to invest for the longer term. That says they're a bit worried about inflation, and they're a bit worried about governments continuing to borrow heavily over the next 4 years. Remember, the New Zealand government will be borrowing $50 billion in the next 4 years. That's more than $200 million a week. That's a hospital every week the New Zealand government is borrowing. We sure as heck want a high interest rate for that borrowing, given the New Zealand government is going to be that much further in debt, and there is the risk longer term of inflation. So, a very steep yield curve, something we haven't seen for a long time, and it's at record levels. I'm Hickey. That was a special investing report brought to you in association with ASB.